there is a nuance. And the nuance is noticing, am I genuinely okay with this? If you genuinely flexible, then great. However, the challenge is, as women, we conditioned to be more flexible, we're conditioned to be easy. And I also want to be clear. I'm not saying that you need to be complicated, that you need to be opinionated, that you need to fight. Don't do any of that with a man because you're not going to have a relationship. I'm not teaching you to be boss babe that doesn't need anyone. No, no, that's not what I'm talking about. However, and it's different for everyone, as you mentioned, if being flexible feels good to you, and the person you are with, you feeling that they are grounded, their intentions are clear, you feel safe near them, and that's an embodied decision. Like, not only my brain tells me that I can say yes to that, but I feel checked in with my body, and my body is totally. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to set a container. I'm going to set a boundary. I'm going to say, let's try this, whatever that is, for the next 3 months. And then on December 10th, let's sit down and talk how it's going. That's great. However, what often happens in the shadow is, I'm just going to give you my example. What's been very present for me is, oh my God, I love this person, or I love this company, or I love this group of people, and they have such a great whatever. And I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. And even though it doesn't feel safe in my body, oh, I'm feeling I'm being dropped here. Oh, I'm feeling I'm not being taken into consideration. But I love them so much. You know what? I'm just going to do it. And then what the problem is, it's not them. I stepped over my own, this doesn't feel good. So what is it that I need? And how can I stand up and advocate for myself? So the nuance is actually your truth, which is that's what we're working in voice. We learning to uncover, where is my truth? Where is my conditioning? Where is my habits? Where is my people pleasing? Where is my habits to sacrifice myself? So then at least we have full information. I'm in full support of feminine softness. What I teach, it's a paradox where the feminine is soft and flowy, but also assertive and clear. And I'm not advocating, and I would never advocating for women chopping everyone's head. That's not it. But I am advocating for us, at the very least, being honest with ourselves.
Mm.
So then I'm not going to get resentful towards this man unconsciously or consciously. Or I'm not going to shut down my femininity because I'm going to stop feeling safe next to him when I'm seeing that he created such a great alibi for feeding me tomorrow, like telling me tomorrow, we're going to do it tomorrow. Because it's the most easiest trap to fall into is excuse about not now, tomorrow.
Mm.
That's actually a lie. Like, I actually seriously think we as humans, we need to eliminate that from our vocabulary because it's very dangerous. I've seen people spend decades and lifetimes putting all those things to tomorrow instead of having a hard conversation. Simply putting a boundary. Okay, we can try it for this amount of time. And then if it's not happening, then it's no longer working. That's edgy. That's scary. I can potentially lose this relationship, or I can lose this job, or whatever that is. But we need to get more courageous losing things that causes discomfort.
Mm.
Because then we have no one else to blame for our suffering. Then I'm choosing to suffer in the circumstances that doesn't work for me because I'm attached more to a fantasy and I don't have capacity to see reality. So for me, what Nicole shared is actually Nicole being deeply connected and attuned with reality, where she could still feel her love and desires, but she was not willing to put the fantasy above the reality. And that's rare. Why it is rare? Because as women, nobody ever tells us that we need to check in with ourselves. Whoever heard that somebody said, can you first check in with yourself? Nobody. I don't see any hands. Yeah, we never hear that. And I'm on a mission to create this movement and a framework where women know how to do that for themselves. They have this knowledge that I can not just float through life, float through this nurturing essence that I have in me, where I want to give and love and nurture and support everyone and everything. And people are not showing up to be in integrity with me. And then I don't understand why I'm all over the place and why I'm heartbroken. I want to eliminate this drama for us, for women, where we can assess what's going on and then ask for what we need. And that's what Nicole brilliantly showcased, where she simply said, hey, those conditions, it's a no for me. It's not a no for us and for you. I'm just letting you know that as much as I love you, like that foundation starts freaking me out now. And it's very hard to do. But the reward, 10 times better than any fear that would talk you out from taking that step.